All right, hey guys, I'm on the Mac side of my computer now, but I just noticed an indicator that was on my Mac trading view and it was on my PC that I'd forgotten about for a while. And I actually found this to be really useful in understanding how a session plays out. So I'm just really quickly going to teach you this simple indicator. And what it is that I took this ICT midnight and 8:30 open, and I used it to basically map out the various opens on different indexes. So around the world, basically, regardless of what I change the time, well, okay, I shouldn't change the time because they're specific to UTC4. But I trade based on New York time, but I had to go through, change the time to that, whatever country's local time for Germany, for the UK, for India, for, Singapore. And basically, I looked at what the most the highest liquidity opens, and it's basically I looked for the top, like how many lines is this, and some of them have the same opening times, by the way, but one, two, three, four, five, six. There might be more stacked on each other. I think it's just six though. Yeah, I think it's just six. It might be one more, and one of them just didn't play out yet. I think it's like I can't. It's hard to say because the way they play out each day overlaps. But I think it's like actually like um, it's actually more like 8 or 10. Let's see. We got two there, two here, so that's four. Two here. Okay, so I think it's eight. Yeah, it's eight. So I got eight. The eight most, and again, some of them are overlap. So I actually took like the top 10 or 12 highest market cap, uh, country stock indexes around the world, and I marked out their opening times. And so what you'll find is that often these lines are where reversals happen, liquidity sweeps happen, um, or just big powerful moves will tend to happen around these times because that country's stock index will open, but also those traders will, some of the people who are coming in or they're getting up to trade at the open of their stock index, some of them will be trading the NASDAQ. And also, just indirectly, their own stock indexes price movements will have an indirect impact on the price of the NASDAQ, right? So, not always, but there is correlations. But what is important is that traders from each of these time zones in the world will be coming into this market. So at these times of day, there will be tends to be a shift in the market. It doesn't mean it's just going to trend instantly one direction from there, but it's important to pay attention to how price reacts to those levels or those times, and then later it'll come back to those times. So as you can see, I don't know what open this was. I don't remember exactly which index, but somewhere around the world, a stock index opens at basically, I think that's 9:30 p.m. New York time, which is 6:30 for me because I'm on the West Coast, or I might not. It might not. It might be. It's somewhere around there. But as you can see, price comes back to that level and reacts from there. Turtle soups the reaction and then reacts higher. Okay, so that's relevant, and so you should be paying attention to these. And they're not always going to cause like a reaction level, but you can see this open that happened at 3 a.m. I'm guessing that's London open. I think that's London open. Um, London open, price comes down and it reacts from there, and then it ultimately ends up going lower. But a place where there is a rejection where you could have got a trade to the upside is right here, and then it comes up, bounces off the New York 8:30 Fed wire open, and then rejects from there and goes back lower, right? So it's just important. I would just look on Wikipedia, look for the top market cap stock indexes around the world. You're going to end up with about 8 times of day for, I think it's like 12 or so different stock indexes. And so you're going to get 8 points in time each day that where a huge influx of liquidity will come into this market. And yeah, that's all I really had to show you today. And I think I talked about it in a previous video, but I would just, if you're struggling as a trader, take a step back, do some paper trading, just put these indicators on your chart, and study how price reacts at those levels, and it might help you find an edge. So yeah, take care, guys. That's all I got for you today.